Alrighty, it's a great day today. It's the morning. I have my coffee, 2 extra shots even. Oh, boom. The twins slept well last night, and I get a giant coffee and an Ancestral recall. This is the Power Mac Cube. We're gonna have a great one, especially since my last draft, I punted horribly to tie the draft instead of win. Not doing that this time. All dubs. Oh, Ancestral into Gleemox. This is what I'm talking about. Third extra shot, maybe? Let's go. All right, well, the Fats must have opened Black Lotus, Time Walk, Soul Ring. I can't really factor anything else that you take over a Gleemox, but starting with Ancestral Gleemox, I'm starting with 2 of the top 5 cards in the cube. Maybe a Time Vault they took, who knows? Passing an Animate Dead, a Manamorphose. I don't even know why I said Manamorphose. Animate Dead, Verdant Catacombs, Petal Sneak Currency Converter. All right, can I get something good for a third? Third pick, I'm probably just going to take Flooded Strand here because this is such an incredible start that just seeing where things go rather than committing to like Lightning Bolt, Luminarch. Yeah, there's actually just no real competition here. Flooded Strand it is. A blue fetch when I've got a blue card that's going to be in my deck 100% of the time. All right. So, I mean, some kind of like blue-white control is a good place to go from here, or like Jeskai controls. I don't know, something like that, but we'll see. And then here there's an Archon and a Gristlebrand. I don't want to take either of these. I don't like the Reanimator decks. We just passed Sneak and Animate Dead. I think I can't stop either of those from going, and I don't really want to draft it. I think I'm just going to take Sword of the Meek. An early Sword I think is pretty good, and we haven't seen Thopter obviously at quite this point. I don't know. I don't mind speccing a little over like a Pentad Prism. Oh, I gotta do it. You can't fault me here. I hate how I get so defensive when it comes to artifacts. Look, the man likes drafting artifacts. Let the man draft artifacts. All right, new addition, Void Mage Prodigy. A little bit trolly, but here's what Mac did. This is his cube. He added Void Mage Prodigy, Shadow Mage Infiltrator, and Duelist of the Mind. You know what kind of is the common thread that ties all those together? They're all the goats. We've got Kai here, Shadow Mage is Finkel, and Duelist of the Mind is Neat Stoyer. So well earned, I would say, on all fronts, even if they're not maybe the best in draft. I don't think I should supposed to take Emerald Captain. I mean, I think I really just am supposed to take the Mox Opal here. And followed up, oh, I love Occult Epiphany with Sword of the Meek. But even without Sword of the Meek, I just think Occult Epiphany is a pretty good card, and I don't mind missing out on Rafine's Tower here. Okay. Oh, see, like, look at this. Now there's Retrofitter and Urza Saga. Well, Artifacts is open, so I do like that. Oh, man, these are both close. I really like both of these cards. Honestly, I think I'm just going to take Retrofitter. I really like Retrofitter Foundry. And I think Urza Saga is also good, but I'm a really big Retrofitter enjoyer. I'll take a Tidebinder. I love that card too. I don't know. It's close. I'm not super confident in that pick. I am confident in taking Bauble though. And here, oh, Trinket Mage. Yeah, Trinket Mage to go get Retrofitter. Sounds great to me. Basically, I think that in the Artifact deck, both Saga and Retrofitter are great. Retrofitter, I've just had take over so many games by itself. It's hard for me to pass up on it. Wow, Chromatic Star and Soul Guide Lantern. I think I take Soul Guide here because it's just a good hate card there, and my mana is looking pretty good. So the mana fixing off Star isn't that relevant? I'll take a Talisman. I'll just keep. I mean, Artifacts is open. It's going well. I will say that. So the only threads I'm missing is right now Thopter Foundry to make sort of the Mika card. Everything else kind of stands on its own and is great. Mox Opal's already going to be good enough here with 3 zeros and 2 1s, not to mention the 2s. And Tidebinder and Trinket Mage are both very playable cards. All right, Wizard. All right, Kai, get in there. All right, I think a black-red land is generally better than another Goyfier. I'll leave Kai in for now. I might side in Void Mage Prodigy. I could see siding it in against the kind of combo style decks. It's still not that good of a card, to be honest, but I don't know. Seems like there could be something there. It's thin, but we'll see. And let's see. Take Nurturing Peatland here. Pack 2 couldn't go better than Pack 1. This is one of the best first packs I've ever had in a cube draft. Just getting 2 incredible cards. And third, well, I'll probably just take Feywild Caretaker. There's also Demonic Consultation. It's a messed up card for sure. Huh. I haven't seen Oracle or Jace. Passing a Thoughtseize and well, I'm passing Thoughtseize either way. I don't think I'm taking Thoughtseize over Caretaker or Consult. I'm actually kind of curious which one's the best here. They're both very good. Caretaker's a great card, and I have 2 Moxes to ramp it out. I think I'll just take that. And it's a wizard for my wizard deck. Also, there was some black past. I think I'm happy enough doing that. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Now I'm going to slam Time Twister. Time Twister with the double Mox start is just really good. And I don't care too much about Miscalc. I wouldn't mind getting back Echo of Eons, but without LED, just to start with, I think you're supposed to Time Twister. Then now there's Tundra and Arid Mesa. Also Path and Daze. I actually like Daze a lot here, but I don't think Daze is where I'm supposed to go. Let's see. This is close. Tundra is great if I don't get any other fetches. The problem with Arid Mesa is without the Tundra, it's actually a lot worse. Path is also just a pretty great little card. You know what? I kind of think I just take Path here. Flooded Strand is already a blue-white land. That doesn't change too much. Having just a little bit of interaction can be really nice. Here there's a Subtlety and a Reckoner Bankbuster. There's also a True Name, but I'm not really considering that. Okay, interesting. Pick 4 Necromancy Barrowglyph getting passed back to us. I mean, Subtlety is okay. I kind of like Bankbuster with all the Moxes. I think I'm just going to do that. And we'll see what we get. There's Brain Freeze and Jace Wielder Mysteries and Ballista. I mean, I'll just take Ballista. I love walking Ballista, and I have Trinket Mage to go get it. Missing out on the Jace demonic combo. I don't know. Where's Sandy? I assume he's in the draft. Oh, he's not in the draft. I was saying he'll probably end up with those one way or another, but I'm happy enough to take Ballista. And obviously the land that shall not be named would be nice here, but Sword of the Meek would also be good. I could use a counter. I did pass up a miscalculation for Feywild Caretaker, but I think, or Time Twister rather. Sorry, one of those two. But Time Twister I think is really, balance. This is the nut balance deck. All these Moxes and zeros. Oh yeah. Okay. Now I'm feeling a lot better about my interaction suite now that I've got balance. If you just get, it's like upheaval. If your deck has upheaval or balance, you just get to kind of just nuke all their stuff. Now I'll just take No More Lies over Coalition Relic. I don't have like a workshop that would make me want Relic. No More Lies just fits perfectly. So that Tundra would have been nice to go with the Flooded Strand, but Flooded Strand still is a blue-white land, so I'm not too worried. Okay, now I can either take Coveted Jewel or Sacred Foundry. So Coveted Jewel, currently I would not play. Same with Sword of the Meek. But if I picked up a workshop or an academy, I probably would. Sacred Foundry, I don't have anything for, but these decks often splash red. Let's just take the Jewel. If I had a red card, if I had a Dak Fade-In, or I don't even know what other red card that I'm thinking of right now. I mean, like a Braid type card, I could maybe see it. Here, there's Relic of Sauron and Seachrome Coast. Yeah, I think I just take Relic. I kind of feel like with Gleemox and Opal, a blue-green talisman, I'll be able to figure out fixing without having to prioritize lands super high. Probably the reason I took Path over Tundra or Arid Mesa as well. All right, Big Teferi looks excellent here over Third Path. Third Path is one of the red cards that these kind of decks can splash for sure. All right, sorry, Kai. You're out of here for now. I have to reorganize my cards, as one does. So this pack was also pretty good. I feel like we've been running really nicely here. And really just not missing too much. There's a couple of cards that we could be really good in our deck if we, picked up the other half, like Sword, Thopter, or even Coveted Jewel like Workshop. Now that I have the Relic of Sauron too. So look, I'll take a Nexus. This is all part of the same sort of thing. Oh, True Name is a solid sideboard card at the very least. With Initiative, it's also pretty good, but I've got Balance, No More Lies. Yeah, I even picked up like the No More Lies, so I have like a little bit of counter magic. It wouldn't be bad if I picked up like a Hallowed Fountain or something. The Tundra's already gone. But I'm pretty happy with the path. Also, when you have Feywild Caretaker in your deck, having Path to Exile for the like initiative battles sounds awesome. Here, I guess Nissa's like the strongest card. I don't really care if they end up playing Revenant or Nature's Lore. Okay, so... And I'll take an Inspiring Vantage for that potential red splash. All right, last pick, Selfless Spirit. So probably not playing White Weenie then. Okay, pack 3 time. Let's go, Urza. Thank you very much. There's also Ancient Tomb, Steam Vents, Talisman, Fairy Mastermind, Duress, Shiko, Paragon of the Way, Deluge, Rumble. I mean, this is a strong pack. This cube is mostly strong cards, so it makes sense. All right, well, let's take Urza. You know, they never let me play with that Tolarian Academy card. It just never happens. One thing that's a little unfortunate here, though I don't think it's a big factor, is it was a little more likely to pick up Thopter Foundry in pack 2, just because the people passing that direction had no clue of the existence of the Sword of the Meek. Technically, from this direction, the people passing to me will have seen Sword of the Meek and might randomly hate Thopter Foundry. The reason I say it's not like a huge factor is I took the sword pretty early, so it's not like let's say the Fats pass me a 4-card pack of Sword of the Meek. They're a little less likely to want to pass Thopter Foundry because the odds that I took Sword are pretty high there. When I took it third pick like a mastermind, then it makes it a little tougher. Oh, is this the time for Sage of the Skies? It's probably the time for Narset. Narset Time Twister is really nice, and Balance, and I have all these Moxes. I mean, Sage is really great with the Moxes, which is why I was looking at it. I have all these zeros, and if it came back, I'd be really happy, but I think that the Narset looks too good to pass up. Well, Another artifact draft, another no academy. I still am holding out hope for Thopter Foundry, and we'll see what we got. Oh, there's the Thopter Foundry. We're slamming it. It's just so good in this deck. I have like Time Twister to go find it, and I'm going to get something back here, because look, this pack is stacked. Ajani, Snapcaster Mage, Vamp Tutor, Probe, Ketria Triumph, Brainstorm are like near locks, which leaves Mightstone and Weakstone, Portable Hole, Thieving Skydiver. And there's also an Overgrown Tomb in there that someone might take. Oh, and an Oko. Sorry, wait. Brainstorm, Ajani, Snapcaster, Oko, Vamp, Triumph, Probe. I actually think those are just going to be the 7. Maybe someone takes Overgrown Tomb. So, yeah, Mightstone and Weakstone, very good chance of coming back. And then here, Spellseeker to go get Ancestral, Balance, or Path to Exile. I mean, getting Balance is not like the strongest in the world, but this also isn't really a Basalt Monolith deck. I don't have any way to ramp it out. Let's just take the Spellseeker. And now there's a Grim Monolith, though. That one's a lot more powerful. So I think I'll take Grim Monolith over Malcolm and Sheldock Isle. And then they'll get past me in Academy. Oh, there it is, the Ugin. Yes, I love Ugin, and I just picked up Grim Monolith. I have Relic of Sauron. I have Urza to cast it. I think Ugin's amazing. I don't need Rogran Triumph. It's just a tapped blue-white land. There's no interaction with Flooded Strand, really, besides, I guess, getting a land that taps for both blue and white. And then I actually would be kind of interested in PO or Infiltrator, which might wheel. Let's do one. Oh, all the animate stuff's going back this direction. Okay, I feel pretty good that the people next to me aren't doing that, though. The other team still might be. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that Paradoxical Outcome will likely be in the pack when it comes back. Now we've got Palantir, or Steel Seraph, or Loran, Wandering Emperor. I guess there's a Wishclaw, Passageway Seer. Kind of just want to take Loran. I'm not playing any of these cards. I'm not even playing Palantir, I don't think. And I think Loran is not only good against me, it's a good sideboard card. Now there's a Jace, an Upheaval, and a Blightsteel, and a Map, and a Haywire Might. Probably just Jacing here is my guess. I don't think Upheaval is right for this deck. I just don't have the mana for it besides exactly Grim Monolith. And I have all these kind of expensive cards. I obviously don't need an Expedition Map. All right. No one else can play it, so someone probably hated Tolarian Academy, as they do. I mean, this is now 13 lands, 14 lands. So I need to cut a couple cards here. I mean, it's possible I can cut Bankbuster. I could cut Jace. I like all these Planeswalkers with Balance. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the Retrofitter here. And, oh, I could cut Tidebinder. I think it's a great card, but this deck's pretty proactive, so more of a tap-out control deck. Let's see, if I cut Tidebinder and Bankbuster, I'm at 15 lands plus Gleemox is 16 plus Opal partially. And maybe I cut one of the expensive cards. Maybe I don't need Narset, Jace, Teferi, and Ugin. Yeah, that's probably true. So I guess a land now would be really nice. There's a Steam Vents. That doesn't do anything for me. There's Deluge, Fairy, Mastermind, Cathar Commando. I'm not playing any of these. Do I pass to Joe? There's 2 good black cards. There's a Steam Vent. I could just hate Malevolent Rumble. I'm not going to play Fairy Mastermind, I don't think. Or Cathar Commando. All right, let's just hate the Rumble. I don't know. Maybe I should not have done that. I'm not playing any of these cards. I'm not even siding in Cathar Commando. I already have a Lauren. I really doubt I'd side in multiples. All right, I'll just hate the Shallow Grave now. That's too much. And there's now 2 green cards and 1 black card, so I think that works fine. I don't regret taking Feywild over Consult or Path over Tundra. Those are like 2 of the closest picks. Okay, Brainstorm did come back alongside Mightstone and Weakstone, but I kind of feel that I'm more of a Brainstorm. Oh, and Probe came back. Interesting. Let's see. I mean, this seems more like a Brainstorm situation to me. I've got a Shuffle effect. I don't know. I don't think I've got the mana for Mightstone and Weakstone. Zernorb for balance is actually kind of interesting. PO did come back. Okay. And late Wishclaw. Oh, that's a good sign that the person passing was probably not reanimating either. All right, let's go build this piece. This is actually pretty interesting because I'm quite a few cards over now because I picked up Basalt Monolith, Zern Orb, and Paradoxical Outcome. So how many lands actual lands do I want to play? 15 or 16? Because I've got a Gleemox and an Opal and Brainstorm and Ancestral. What land do I feel like playing? First of all, First Evil. Those are like the retro lands. No, I'll feel snow-covered lands. All right. So I've got 1 Flooded Strand and the rest basics plus, Gleemox, Opal. Oh, I guess I have a Talisman, which is blue. So 9, 10. Let's see if I place 15 land. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white. I probably want 1 more. 7 white. I actually got a little bit less fixing than I normally would. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blue. Okay. And then, well, maybe I just want 1 more. I need to cut 5 cards. I mean, I can probably cut Zerner. Well, the question is, do I want to play this Paradoxical Outcome? I have 4 zeros, 2 1s, and I have Grim, which adds mana when I do it, and Basalt, which doesn't add mana when you Paradoxical Outcome, which is kind of unfortunate. I kind of feel like Outcome is not the way to go, and I can cut Zern Orb as well. Probably cut Basalt Monolith. It is good with Ugin, but otherwise it's kind of expensive. I like the rest of this. My teammates, so Joker actually, here we can take a look at the deck because I'm looking at this while building. Joker picked up the Demonic Consultation to go with Jace and no Oracle, but DT, Doomsday, Hull Breacher, Wheel, Grief, Echo Vions. All right. I don't think that there's any animators on our team. In fact, we have a red-blue tempo, me, and like a red-green beats. So that means that, the red-blue deck is a sneak deck. It has Through the Breach. Yeah, I want to run the Soul Guide. It's kind of the conclusion after looking at all that. I could cut Talisman. Is that crazy? Probably. I don't think I really want to cut artifacts. I probably just have to cut something on the... Oh, Spellseek can get a Cult Epiphany too? That's actually really nice. I could cut Relic of Sauron. All my artifacts are cheaper. Yeah, I mean, I have a good amount of cheap artifacts, and if you include Trinket Mage, even more. But if I don't want to cut any of the cards from the cheap part of the thing, I have to cut 2 of the expensive cards, and I guess that means maybe Relic Jace. These are all very good playables. Now I kind of wish I took another land or two over some of these. You know what, Void Mage, you're not coming in. Sorry. Sorry, Kai. All right. I guess this is probably what I'm going with. It feels like I like Teferi over Jace. Though maybe Jace is better. It's cheaper and double blue is easier than blue-white, I would say. I mean, that part's kind of negligible. It's pretty close. Yeah, all right. I've got a good amount of card draw. Ancestral, Brainstorm, Cycling Soul Guide, Bauble on the early turns. Spellseeker for these things. Yeah, this looks pretty good to me. I guess the only other thing I could see is cutting a land and just going one fewer lands. But I feel like I have enough card draw that I don't think I need to worry about that so much. All right, I'll go with this. All right, time for round one. I'd like to play first here. Oh yeah, this hand looks great. Turn one, Island, Retrofitter. Turn two, Plains, leave up No More Lies or Retrofitter activation. Works for me. Got a Soul Guide and then a Feywild once we hit 5 here. Getting duressed. You know, take my No More Lies, that's cool. I'll just play a land, pass the turn, do some retrofitting, and could be playing against Reanimator. A little less likely now that the Soul Guide got taken. Yeah. Make a servo. Time Twister, interesting. Be like +2 cards here. I could have Cult Epiphany first. I think that's probably better. Joe gets to play 2 more cards, but I get to draw 2 more and maybe play a couple more things. I could also have played Soul Guide and used Retrofitter, but at this point I think I'm just going to Cult Epiphany for 2. Make 2 1/1s and then follow it up likely with a Time Twister. Council's Judgment Ray, Retrofitter, Foundry. Well. So it goes. And actually, I think this was a pretty nice turn. You can attack with a Johnny. Nope. Okay. I will take 2. Coward. Also, it worked out well for them not to attack. All right, let's go Cult Epiphany for 2. Any Moxes? Oh. Okay. I think I'm discarding Soul Guide and Feywild. Because I'm probably going to Twister at some point here. Oh. Narset. I'm going to Ancestral myself to try to draw an island. I did not. That's okay. Play a Bauble. Pass the turn. Oh, maybe now I'll try to set up a 6-mana Narset Twister. I think tapping out for Narset there and not playing a land is just too cowardly. Like, I hit Island a good amount of the time there. Obviously, I didn't here, but another hand disruption element would be a little annoying. I also have Path for a Johnny if Joe makes some play that involves like sacrificing the Cat Warrior. I'm happy to just take 2 again, though. That's not too big of a thing. And crack an Urza's Bauble before I take any action. I think I will Bauble end of turn. Even if I have this Time Twister coming. First of all, it also, maybe I get to see what's in their hand. Dismember, okay, that's good to know. Draw. Well, thanks to the Dismember knowledge, I'll just play Jace here. And I think I just draw 3 cards. Okay, these are some action. Let's put back Ugin Time Twister just to play it safe for discard. And I'm going to pass. Dismember one of my tokens. You got it. I could end up... So I've got a couple plays I can make here. I can let Jace get hit for 2 with the cat. I can block with the Spirit, and then after this, the Johnny triggers, path the Johnny. we'll see. Joe's playing something here, so I guess we'll get a little bit more information. Oust a Spirit. Oh, I just had all removal in hand. Yeah, that's great. Okay, well, this kind of forces my hand because now they're both attacking Jace. I'm not just going to let Jace die, so let's block the cat. This triggers Pathia Johnny. Go get another swamp or another plains, whatever. All right. And then now, if Joe plays another creature, I bounce it with Jace and then Narset Twister. Okay, you got the initiative, so that's something, but I don't think it's going to be good enough here. I also have Urza. I have Ugin coming, but it feels like I mean, is there any justification for otherwise? I don't think there is. Bounce passageways here. Narset. Twister. And I could play Opal. Yeah, I might as well Narset then because I'm going to get to... Oh, nice. I knocked 3 lands on the bottom. I'm going to get to play this so I don't discard. All right. You got 1 card in hand. You can do some scrying, and this looks like an almost unlosable position. I know I've said that before and found losses, but getting Twister Narset going... Look, I know that my opponent has the initiative. First of all, if I find Feywild Caretaker, I can just snatch it back. But even then, I've got 3 more turns before Throne of the Dead 3 hits. And even then, depending on the situation, I might not lose. All right. Tide Hollow Sculler. Sure. Take whatever you will. It's kind of funny taking Ancestral, and then I can go like balance, hiding the Ancestral under there. So I get a card in hand. I mean, a balance is not actually as crazy as it might think. My hand is pretty empty. I play Talisman. I cast Balance because of the path. I even have 6 lands in play, so I'm not losing too many lands. And then I get whatever they take back here. I guess they could take the Balance. We'll see what Joe's next play is. I also am going to get to Brainstorm with Jace and then use Narset. So, like, I'm seeing a million cards here. Council's Judgment is a little annoying. Just as a card to worry about, but I'm not too concerned in this game, of course. The Retrofitter Foundry is far from this deck's only win condition. I do draft decks sometimes where if you kill the Retrofitter, I have a little bit of trouble winning, but that ain't this one, so here we are. All right, he takes the Path to Exile, sure. Draw, oh, Occult Epiphany, that looks nice. Okay, so if I am going to balance, I want to do it sooner rather than later, but I don't really think I need to. Next turn, they're going to Stash. So let's just go Brainstorm. Let's start with that. Orcish Bowmasters. Oh, I see. That's interesting. So it's going to kill Jace and put Narset to 1. That was your last card? Huh. Wow. I could Occult Epiphany a bunch. The question is, they have no cards. Am I going to want to cast Balance here? Wow. Bowmasters was the draw. Crazy. Okay. So now, I'm glad I Jaced before Ancestraling. Let's see. What is my move? I think I'm going to find better things to do than Balance. I'm going to Ancestral myself. It's also, if I find No More Lies, it's incredible. Okay, I didn't, but I found Feywild Caretaker. I think that's going to be pretty good, so I don't need to Occult Epiphany yet. And I still do get to draw off Jace too, so ping that. Draw 3, put 2 cards on top. Oh, can I play Ugin this turn? I can. I can play Ugin. I haven't played a land yet, so I can play Ugin. No, I can't play Ugin and play a 0 this turn, but even just playing Ugin is pretty good. All right, well, let's just put back 2 lands. That's fine. Okay, so Narset goes down also. Yeah, they get 4 triggers. So, all right. And they get a 4/4. Well, I think we're still okay, but how do I want to do this? Feywild Caretaker, Ugin. If I Ugin the Orc Army, I just Ugin the Bowmasters, and then Ugin goes up to 9 loyalty, and then he gets hit for 6. That's probably fine. And I mean, I can make Mox Opal tap for mana, but not till afterwards. I could also Feywild Caretaker. Maybe that's better. If I go, because I also have 2 lands on top. Let's see. Well, actually, if I Feywild Caretaker and then play Soul Guide, I'll have 2 blockers. Yeah, all right. I like that. Let's go Feywild Caretaker. I take the initiative. Let's get an island. And I think we just play a Soul Guide, even though... Yeah, let's get Narset out of here. It doesn't matter. Pass. Discard. I have 8 cards. I'll discard an island. Yeah, so now... If Joe draws Dismember off the top or Council's Judgment off the top, kills the Caretaker, then can take the initiative back. But as things currently stand, can't even take the initiative back without losing Orcish Bowmasters. And even if Joe hits the initiative, gets a stash, it's just not the end of the world. Then on my turn, I get to do it all. I get to go Ugin, play Talisman. That should easily wipe things up. All right. I mean, you attack the Orc army. That's a gimme. And what you got? Giver of Runes. Okay. Okay, the game is now over. Now, Orcish Bowmasters is scary and really good against me, but I'll just forge here since I might as well just get the game over with. Oh, Gleemox too. All right. Ugin. Kill Bowmasters. I mean, this is just filthy. Gleemox. Kill Giver of Runes. Land. Grim Monolith. Kill Orc. And I guess I could have played the Talisman first. Talisman, kill Sculler. Because it's not even non-artifact. It just... Ugin just killing 4 things? Like, come on. That's absurd. All right. And then I get to smash for 5. Oh, I even get to draw a card. Actually, maybe playing the Monolith is good because I get to keep Path up too. So that's probably better. Oh, I could have even added mana. Oh, you know, last turn, I hadn't Ugin them for mana. I could have just gone Ugin, add mana, play 2 artifacts. Could have played 3 artifacts. Yeah, that would have even been better. All right, well, you learn something new every day, and easy game. Okay, well, I don't need Soul Guide. I kind of like Teferi. Orcish Bowmaster is just going to be annoying, I think. Maybe I want Tidebinder over Teferi, actually. Ballista's going to be nice. I mean, I still have a lot of good play here, but there are some cards over there that are a bit awkward. True Name is kind of interesting. It gets Council's Judgmented, but I think it's pretty reasonable. And I think on the draw, I might actually be one land heavy. So let's cut 1 land. All right. Let's go with this. All right. On the draw here, yeah, we're going to keep this. It's got the Brainstorm. If we get turn 1 Duress and our Brainstorm gets taken, well, that's going to happen. But it just means we just draw lands from here. That Tidebinder has like a 50% chance of being an island because I sided in Tidebinder, True Name. I guess True Name was the second card I sided in. So this would have been a Soul Guide Lantern. And I mean, it's got to be tempting to take the Brainstorm. Oh, Retrofitter down. Okay. No confidence in my ability to miss land drops. I'm going to Brainstorm now because I don't want to get Orcish Bowmastered. And this is a great set. Is there any chance I balance on turn 2? I guess I'm not playing Urza on turn 2, and I'll put balance on top so it doesn't get discarded. Pass the turn. I mean, I really could, depending on what Joe plays here. Sculler? Okay. Good luck. Could take Tidebinder, could take Grim. I'm not cracking this bauble. Takes Grim. So I'm drawing balance here, and my top card is Urza. So if I balance, Joe discards 2 cards and loses the Sculler. Let's just do that. Seems like that's a pretty good little sequence here. And then next turn, that just opens the door to me playing Urza. Balance is such a sick card in the artifact deck. Brainstorming into 2 zeros did not hurt. I will say that. So balance, what a card. The card, some of the cards in Alpha, they were a little messed up. I guess I have Ancestral, Recall, and Balance in this deck, and both those cards certainly qualify. So you're down to 2 cards in hand, 2 lands. Balance is just a clean little 3-for-1. But you thought you were cooking with Duress and Discolor, huh? Okay, discards. Well, Lingering Souls, that mitigates it for sure. And I get back Grim Monolith. And I don't think... Yeah, I don't sack the Bauble, because right now it's a Mox Sapphire, or it will be a Mox Sapphire. No land. Interesting. Well, I assume Urza's not going to live for too long. But I'll use it whilst I have it. And I don't know my top card anymore. It's Urza versus 2 1/1s. And assuming Urza gets dismembered this turn, then I have a 4/4 versus 2 1/1s, and I have a Tidebinder in hand, plus I get the first draw. All right, drew a land, but it wasn't the white land for Council's Judgment. Oh, does not have a way to kill Urza. Okay, well, I'm not that scared of a Sanguine Evangelist, I will say that. Let's see, take my turn. There's the true name. I think I want to spin Urza. So let's start there. I hit Mox Opal, sure. Mox Opal. I could spin Urza again, or I could play True Name, or I could play Tidebinder. If I spin Urza again, I have to tap the Construct. That sounds pretty bad. Let's just play True Name. Well, let's attack with the Construct first. And then play True Name. The Tidebinder can be good at some point here, but I think here I'm good doing that. And I suspect I will want to Bauble them. It is an extra mana, but I have enough mana to spin Urza already. I guess it's also a +1/+1. I guess we'll see what they do. Having good mana out is pretty nice. I'm assuming there's a Council's Judgment waiting for me. Joe discarded the 3rd land and then drew Swamp. So it really wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. And still probably got to kill Urza, but that leaves the 5/5 and the 3/1 to contend with. And I'm not dying to these flyers too rapidly, honestly. Yeah, I'll take 3. I go to 15. And what you got? No, is this the Dismember now? Oh, Toxic Deluge for 5. Okay, I guess I didn't expect that, but sure. All right. Well, now I'm definitely cracking Bauble. What you got left? An Animate Dead. All right. Well, I don't think Animate Dead works against Tidebinder. Oh, and I drew Jace as well. What can the Animate Dead? A Sculler? A Sanguine Evangelist? Psh, whatever. Jace. Brainstorm. I'm going to get to Brainstorm again, and if I don't, I'd rather have Ballista on top, so let's just go land. I don't want to play a 1/1 Ballista. I think I can do a lot better than that. Pass the turn. Tapping out when I know I have a Tidebinder that stops an Animate Dead is a little unfortunate, but I think Jace is just so good. Getting a Jace activation down is worth it. Oh, Passageway Seer is the play. Okay. Animate Dead is the last card. All right. We got ourselves a game here. Get a Plains. I mean, I still feel like I'm in great shape, but we do have a game. All right, hit the Jace down to 2. That gets a counter, so it's a 3/3. I could bounce it with Jace, but then I don't have Tidebinder. Let's just Brainstorm. Any Ugins? Lots of lands. All right, land. Play a Ballista for 2 and leave up Tidebinder. I think it's going to be my play here. And what I might end up doing, I mean, we'll see what happens here. It's probably not going to be Forge onto the bat. I'll tell you that much. Well, I mean, hitting tons of lands off these Jace Brainstorms, like I hit Ballista land, then hit land, which I know some of the, like one of the lands overlaps, has put us in a situation where if Joe top decks a good spell this turn, or definitely could lose. I mean, obviously the Deluge was a pretty good table flip. Killed Urza and True Name in a token. I did not expect that. Okay, Scry 2. Okay, now I actually kind of am curious. So as things currently stand, I guess Passageway Seer attacks me and the bat, it doesn't matter. Ballista, I'll probably block Passageway Seer and shoot the bat. Keep the Jace alive, draw land. Well, and I'm probably going to want to play Tidebinder end of turn. Joe's in the tank here. Okay. 2 top. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. All right. I would like to see, and that's the land we knew about. So I'd like to see what the card is. If it's like a Dismember or something, then I definitely could lose. All right. I assume you attack Jace here. I could also play Tidebinder and block the Seer, but I don't think that works very well. Let's just block. Shoot the bat. Nug you. Okay. And again, knows about the Tidebinder, so can't really play Animate Dead. I mean, if Joe doesn't play anything, I'll just end of turn Tidebinder the Passageway Seer, getting a counter, which I think is reasonable. Or I could also do nothing. Is that crazy? We'll have to see. Okay, we're casting. If we cast Animate Dead, it's getting True Name Nemesis. Okay. I kind of have to do this, I feel like. This counters a True Name, so I assume Joe's got a play to make here. Just another creature or something. Okay, Animate Dead. So you left 2 on top, so I assume we're playing something. This was all kind of known information. My top 2 cards are lands. I'm going to draw 1. I'm going to see 2 new cards off Jace, most likely. I do have Jace Bounce as an option, but... Okay, well, I am glad that the Animate Dead got countered there. Wow, really no plays? Bowmaster's in hand? No, Dismember. Okay. All right, so that's fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but if I draw something off Jace here, guess I'm dead. I'm just drawing lands for the next 2 turns. All right, cool. I don't think I want Soul Guide for Animate Dead. Same with like Loran. I think I want Teferi over True Name. I even sided out a land. Yeah, all right. I'll run this. The True Name against Deluge, the True Name is just not that exciting. So let's do this. Let's play first. Okay, well, I'll keep this hand. This hand's amazing. All right, well, if I had to lose last game so we get another game with this deck, I guess I don't mind too much. If Joe doesn't have Duress on turn 1, for the 3rd game in a row, it'd be really nice. But even if he does, what does he do? He Duress his Time Twister, and I play Teferi, or vice versa. So I'm not sacking Bauble. Oh. An Ugin? I could either Twister, or I could play Teferi. I kind of feel like just playing Teferi seems awesome. +1, draw a card. Oh, now I can Narset Twister in a few turns here. I'm going to untap 2 lands. Actually, hold on. I actually think I could sack Bauble here. If I draw, oh, I guess I'm kind of glad I didn't. If I draw exactly No More Lies, it's good. I guess takes Narset or Twister. I mean, I have Teferi to tuck the bat and then Twister again, regardless of what he takes. So, do I crack this Bauble? Kind of depends. If I think I'm going to minus Teferi and twist, then I don't really want to crack the Bauble. If I think I'm going to want to play Narset or something, I guess the Twister's gone, so I kind of want to just Bauble here. I don't mind losing out on maybe a card if I do the Twister, and this could help me hit my land drop, so let's go land. I could tuck the bat and then cast Narset. And it's third from the top. Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable to me. And I think I minus the Narset. All right, pick up a path. Nice. Because at this point, one of the things Joe kind of has to do if he's got Council's Judgment is just kill the Narset. So if he doesn't do that this turn, if he does that this turn, I'll be really glad I -2'd. And if he doesn't do it this turn, I get to fire off Time Twister. I even have Path for Sculler. If Twister gets duressed, then I guess I'll have to survive with my Teferi Narset in play with a Path to protect them. The Path ended up being a pretty good pick, I think. With all these Planeswalkers, a 1-mana removal spell is amazing. Oh, I see. This is a Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, let's draw. So I guess I just cast a Time Twister here and Path the Bowmasters. Oh, no, that was it. Just Time Twister worked. Okay, I'll draw a card with Teferi. Play Opal. I'm untapping 2 lands, so I'll Tidebinder up. I don't even think I really want a Narset. I just have to discard. Let's just pass the turn. Joe's got 1 card in hand. This is a bloodbath. all right. We got this one, I would say. 7 cards in hand, 2 Planeswalkers, 2 Moxes, millions of mana. I guess the one thing left to kind of avoid is I'm just not going to get Bowmastered. So I'm not going to cast an Occult Epiphany here. I'm just going to untap the Monolith. Draw. I'll just keep Tidebinder up for Bowmaster here. Plus off Teferi. I mean, I don't think he even has Bowmasters, but I could play Urza. Or I could just play, let's see, Urza. Oh, I guess I have enough mana for everything. Let's go Feywild. Get a land. Oh, and I'm going to untap 2 lands off Teferi. All right, yeah, so let's go Urza. Pass the turn. Still no using Narset here. Make a 1/1. I mean, this is just, they're trolling to see new cards, I guess. Pass the turn. All right, well, I'm going to untap Monolith again. I think there's no real reason not to. And that's all end of turn. I mean, let's just go Forge onto the Fairy token. I don't even need to show the Sword of the Meek. It's funny. Send, and just have the win next turn. So I guess, I mean, it's still +1 to Fairy. I could find No More Lies. Oh, they had the Bowmasters. The Bowmaster is like the best card in this matchup. Duress is also pretty good, but yeah, obviously he's not going to do it here. If I didn't have the Path, I might have not gone for Bowmaster or Narset Twister. Okay, we got it. All right, time for round 2. That was a nice round 1. Playing against a 5-color deck with like Mana Leak, Snuff Out, green creatures, Triomes. This hand is a pretty nice one. This is a very fast Urza or Twister. Oh. Unfortunately, I can't Basalt on turn 1 because the Mox Opal's not on yet, but this is a turn 2 Twister if I want to, or a Grim Monolith and try to set up an Urza. I guess I don't have double blue for Urza yet. See what my opponent does. If it's like tap land go, I probably just fire off Grim into Twister. If they have Mana Leak up, I might just go, especially after thinking for a while. If your opponent thinks for a while and then plays an untapped land, oh, there's a Mox. That changes things for sure. Abrupt Decaying my Opal. Oh, Haywire Might. Mighting my Opal. Right? I assume, all right, well, I'll bobble you then because I need to find something. Galvanic Discharge, all right. That's acceptable. Well, that makes my draw a little bit less exciting for sure. I just need to find an island here. Okay, let's pass. I could have not played the Opal, but against, I don't know, deck with Mana Leak and potentially discard, it felt like just getting all those down was good. Now that I know about the Haywire Might, oh, and an Abrupt Decay. Oh, actually, I should have sacked Soul Guide with that mana, I think. All right, well, I drew an island. Now I don't want a Time Twister because it's the situation's completely different. I think I'm just going to Brainstorm. I Actually, let's just sack this and draw a card, which I should have done, like I said, last turn, and then pass the turn. And probably brainstorm end of turn to try to play Urza or Jace next turn. Hopefully they're a little lighter on action. Vindicate. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. Perfection. So what am I doing next turn? Probably no, I'm just playing Urza next turn. So let's go Jace, Gleemox on top. All right, well, the land destruction plan is good and all, but I don't think is actually going to work out here. Because land, Gleemox, Urza. It's like, all right, maybe I get my Urza snuffed out, but yeah, it looks like it. It's actually about to get snuffed out right now. I think I'm still pretty happy with how this is all transpiring, because at the end of it, I get to play Jace or Spellseeker Ancestral. I guess if Gleemox gets blown up, I can only do Spellseeker Go, like land's playing Spellseeker Go. I will not be siding out a land in this matchup. Blown up 3 of my mana sources so far. Galvanic Discharge my... All right. 5 removal spells in a row. Look at that. 6? Oh, put Luris in. Oh, it was a Luris deck. I didn't even notice that. All right, that's cool. That's awesome. I love Luris decks. Luris Haywire Might is a banger. But so is Jace the Mind Sculptor. So let's go Jace. I could bounce this. I kind of think I do, actually. Because it makes it so my opponent here, Paul, can't play Luris and Haywire Might unless they draw a land. And it's not like I'm going to spend the mana this turn anyway. I could also Spellseeker Path the Luris, but I don't think I need to do that. And, you know, if Paul just goes Luris Go here, I probably just go Jace, bounce it, and then Time Twister. It seems like a pretty good way to go about it. We'll have to see. Doesn't seem like they've got a land. Oh, no, they were just slow rolling. All right, well, this decision's a lot less hard then. You just go Luris Haywire Might, probably? Unless he had something else. Yeah, this is Luris. To Haywire Might. Oh, or Ignoble. Sure, that's also fine. All right, let's draw. So I could bounce Luris and twist. I could Spellseeker for Path. I could brainstorm with Jace. I could also Spellseeker Ancestral, of course. Let's just brainstorm with Jace. Balance is pretty nice. I have 4 lands, so I'd lose a land. I could discard Sword of the Meek at that point. Let's see. 2 cards in hand. So if I put back Land Epiphany and then cast Balance, I would lose a land. I would discard a Sword of the Meek, and then I can cast Spellseeker. Okay. Yeah, this sounds pretty good. Just lose a Plains. Discard Sword of the Meek. And so I basically lost a land, a Plains, and then I cast Spellseeker and get back Sword of the Meek and go get Ancestral. And pass the turn. Okay. I could have also put Twister, like binned Twister, so I could have a land in hand and played land Ancestral. But I feel like having Twister as backup here could be good, especially if I find Narset. Okay. There is some thought to not bringing Sword back because of the Haywire Might that maybe gets recurred, but I don't think so. Well, I know they can't have Bowmasters or Hull Breacher. That's pretty nice. Let's just start with Ancestral Recall then. See where we're at. All right, let's go Brainstorm. Just put back 2 planes, play a land, Trinket Mage here. And probably Retrofitter, yeah. I don't need Ballista at this point. Let's just play the Retrofitter. Not that it's even like mission critical or anything. And send with Spellseeker for 2. I feel like that's probably decent. 3 cards in hand? What, you got Malcolm or something? Oh, Snapcaster Mage on Abrupt Decay. Oh, wow. Kill the Trinket Mage, kill the Jace. That's pretty good. It's going to kill the Retrofitter. Okay, everyone, I mean, for good reason, is very afraid of Retrofitter. So if you have another removal spell, you can now kill the Jace. I guess attacking with the Spellseeker got kind of punished. Winds of Abandon, sure. I mean, this game is not close to being close, so I guess in the future I won't attack in a spot like that, but I think that Feywild ought to just kind of finish things off here. I guess Mana Leak would be a sick play here. Oh, you got the Mana Leak too. You're battling. I still think I'm fine, but let's just pass. I'm not going to win. With Feywild getting countered, I'm not going to win based on those damage. This is a lot of attrition. I'm impressed. Okay, draw. I think I'm just going to Cult Epiphany for 4 here. See what I hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play a land. Play Thopter Foundry. And now I get to slam with the Spellseeker. All right. And I still have this Time Twister. Not that I think I'm going to need it. I mean, unless they've got an answer to this Thopter Foundry. Well, I definitely want Teferi in this matchup. This is a grindy matchup. True Name could be good. Let's see. What is not good? Soul Guide is decent. It's not actually amazing. Soul Guide against Lurrus isn't... It's not really how that fight tends to work. I don't want to side out a land. Oh, I want Reckoner Bankbuster is what I want. I kind of want Reckoner Bankbuster and Teferi. Maybe I will take out the Soul Guide. I don't think you fight Lurrus that way very often. And I could take out Mox Opal. I don't think I should. It's not completely crazy to consider, though. Maybe I just take out Talisman. That one gets hit by Abrupt Decay in a way worse fashion. I did make Mox Opal a little worse here, but I feel like it's going to have some high rolls. Okay, on the draw. All right. I mean, I will keep this, and I hope I either draw a land in the first couple turns, or my Gleemox doesn't get blown up on turn 2, because this is turn 1 Bankbuster. I just don't think you can mulligan that, even if the rest of the hand costs 7/5/5. That's less ideal. I would trade any 2 of these expensive cards for 1 random card, because the Bankbuster Island Gleemox is a really strong start to a game. Okay, after some deliberation, my opponent kept, but I just don't think they play very fast, is my assumption. Well, this makes it a lot more likely I'm getting something blown up, but also I drew a land, so less of a big deal. All right. Because now it's like you kill the Bankbuster or you kill the Mox. Probably can't kill both, especially without a Mana Leak or a end of turn Abrupt Decay. Oh, Snap Bin to Marsh Flats, so kept a land heavy hand. Okay. Is my assumption, or maybe just the perfect amount of lands. Who knows? You got to kill the Bankbuster, I think. Oh, killing the Mox. Yeah, we're on a plan, I guess. Well, I do have more lands, so I'll pass the turn here. Unless you have a follow-up to kill the Bankbuster, this is a crazy play. And even if you do, I feel like it's a little bit aggressive. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to Vindicate my island now? Like, all right, well, I'm going to Bankbuster. Okay, Bobble. I'll Bankbuster again. Uh-oh, all right. That's unfortunate. That's a sign of weakness for sure. What is this? Cycle Rafine's Tower? That's our play? All right. Well, I get to Bobble, so I have 2 draw steps looking for another land. And again, if you kill the land over the Bankbuster here and I draw a land, I get to make a token and I basically get a 4/4 out of the deal. So Feels pretty good, though. Not loving this. All right. Wren and 6 to get back Rafine's Tower. All right. That's a move I'm okay with. Oh, I guess I should have pobbled in response. Revealed Winds of Abandon. Sure. Okay. We hit a land. Land. Have to discard to hand size here. I mean, I could Bank Buster. I don't really want my 1/1 getting pinged, so I think I'm just going to discard to hand size. As funny as that sounds. Cycle your Rafine's Tower, I suppose. I'll just discard Ugin, Eye of the Storms. I just don't really think that one's getting cast. So, Winds of Abandon, 4 unknowns. Hasn't put Lurrus into hand yet. Has been too busy cycling with Rafine's Tower. Not killing the Bank Buster, I still think, was a bit aggressive of a play. It's not completely crazy. I did keep a 1-lander, and if I hadn't drawn the second land, it would have been a genius play. But it's just a little tough. All right, so let's go Bank Buster first. Really not cycling thing now either, huh? Snapcaster, Abrupt Decay. Oh, I see. So I don't get my 1/1 or my treasure. Okay, well, that's fine. I didn't want to do it main phase. I didn't think it really made sense to do that. All right, land is... Oh, I still get them. Never mind. Okay, that just is not that bad then. And I'll brainstorm now because I know I hit a land, so what am I going to do next turn? I don't have Mox Opal on yet, but I could have it on. If I play a land, I could just play Feywild. I could play Teferi. Paul's got no Mana Leak up and Rafine's Tower in hand and Winds of Abandon in hand. So Winds could get kicked too, I guess. I could play Urza. Urza to get No More Lies. Let's see. So if I go Urza, then Opal's on, and I have No More Lies without even tapping anything. That's nice. I'm not casting Time Twister next turn, so I guess that's probably the biggest point of contention. All right. Let's not play the Feywild yet, because I don't want Winds of Abandon to then give Paul here the initiative. And I could even play a Ballista for 1 or a Thopter Foundry. The problem with playing Thopter Foundry is I won't have access to No More Lies. So let's attack Ren for 1. And I think just pass the turn here. Can't kick a Winds. Could play just cat. I mean, doesn't have the. I guess could have the mana to kick Winds off Marsh Flats or Bloodstained Mire. Who knows which one? But I can No More Lies that. Yeah. I feel like this matchup is just incredibly good for me. First of all, my deck's kind of busted. I mean, Paul's got a Mox here. I have a Mox and an Ancestral. Oh, this is a Vindicate on Urza. And I can't Mana Leak it. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. But second, like, the attrition deck against the Ancestral 0 mana artifact deck, it just doesn't work that well. Abrupt Decaying a Gleemox that I already tapped for mana once is just like, it's a tough spot. Okay, draw. Now I could Feywild. I could Teferi. I could do all sorts of things. I just attack Ren and 6 with these two. Still has Winds of Abandon in hand. I could Teferi +1. Okay, now we trade for the token. Now let's just get Feywild down. Okay, didn't get Mana Leaked, though I could have No More Lies'd it back. And I guess I'll just get a Plains. And then end of turn, get a 1/1. And I still barely have this No More Lies on deck here. Okay. Artifact Haters and Shambles. We're about to be 2-0, baby. This is more like a blue-white control deck. It does have a real artifact theme. It's playing Mox Opal. But, like, Lots of planeswalkers. Could use more counters. I feel like I'm always short on counters. They're really good. They're pretty heavily contested. Everyone takes them. Oh, is this Winds of Abandon? Yeah, I mean, I should counter this just because No More Lies is not going to be live very much longer. But honestly, okay, I'm actually happy that this happened because it's like it gets Mana Leak off the board, and I go to get this deck has tons of basics, so I get to get 3 more lands, and I still have the initiative. I mean, this is pretty great. I have millions of mana now. I'm not time twistering here, and they have Rafine's Tower in hand, plus a fetch land. All right, but I am gonna go to Fairy here. Let's go. Yeah, let's Lost Well. Let's. If I find Narset, that's obviously a big game. Path and Balance. I kind of feel like Path is reasonable to keep. I'm drawing cards off this Teferi. I could play a Ballista as well, but let's first draw a card here. Let's just play Thopter Foundry and wait till we get Ballista even larger. The Ren and 6, it's nowhere close to ulting, so it's really just not that much of a threat at drawing a card each turn. And okay, is this Luris into hand? Yep. And you can go Luris, but you can't snap anything yet. 3, 6, 10. I could play a 5/5 Ballista if I wanted to. Okay, get back a land. And I could make a 1/1. But I think the Mox is going to start tapping for mana soon, so let's just not do that. Because I'm going to get a treasure here, right? Yeah, stash. Draw. Oh yeah, Retrofitter. That is money. Balance. That's probably not time for that. So Luris, next turn Luris, Snapcaster, and then can Vindicate my Teferi. I guess I'm okay with that. Land. Let's just play a gigantic Ballista. 5. Yeah. X equals 5. Play a Retrofitter, and then I'm able to use Retrofitter because of Teferi, the Teferi untap. And on upkeep, I'm probably just going to kill the Ren and 6 with this Ballista. And I'll let this happen first. A lot of Triumphs. 4 Triumphs in the deck. That's funny, and a bunch of fetches. That's cool. It's a cool deck. I mean, I could not kill Ren and 6. Oh. I guess we're maybe going to be forced to do something here. Is this killing Thopter Foundry? No, it's killing Ballista. Well, in that case, I guess it's pretty easy, isn't it? Oh, Luris getting back Cathar Commando is even better than Snap Vindicate. Well, depending on what you hit. I guess if you want to hit the Teferi, you got to do it the other way. All right, and untap 2 lands. Boom. I still have a Retrofitter and a Thopter Foundry. Like, this is not going to be easy. I could have sacked the treasure token to sack Ballista to Thopter Foundry, but I don't think that was worth it. All right, here comes Luris. Yeah, that's fine. You're going to get 1. Cathar Commando to kill. I mean, I don't even know. Like, I guess you kill the Retrofitter now, but the Thopter Foundry is still just like a massive threat. Oh, we're killing Teferi is what we're killing. Okay. That makes sense too. I have 3 permanents that are very problematic. Well, the Thopter Foundry isn't yet, but it will be. It'll be the best of all of them when I find Sword. I only have 14 cards left. Okay, Teferi down. Yeah. Oh, and an ignoble 2 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. I might just balance here. So I guess I'm not gonna make a Retrofitter. And then here. Oh, this has to make a 4/1. All right, well, I guess that's different. Well, let's just Spellseeker Ancestral then. Never mind. And I have a Cult Epiphany too. I have Ancestral. My deck is Jace, Narset, Sword of the Meek. Okay. Let's go Path on the Luris. We're not casting balance anymore, and it does not matter. Land. Jace. +2 on you. Yeah, you can have a Snuff Out and play a Grim Monolith. Pass the turn. I mean, I also still have the initiative, which is going to get thrown to the dead 3 and get a Trinket Mage next turn. Though I don't think I even have anything to Trinket Mage for. What you got here? Okay. Oh, it's cycling Rafine's Tower and Snuff Out are the last 2 cards in my opponent's hand. This has been a cool game, but it's just like at no point have I felt like I was losing it. A really cool game then. Extra cool if you think about it. Let's see. Okay. And I was just like messaging my team, and then they spent enough time to realize, yep, not winning this one. All right, round 3 time. Funnily enough, we're playing against another black-white disruption deck with Mind Twist and Strip Mine and cheap creatures and whatnot. But hopefully we don't get duressed. I mean, it can't be literal duress because our first opponent had that. But Inquisition and Thoughtseize are still in the wind. Opponent here is Blackwind Mark is his name. Mark's a good dude. A lot of hanging out with Mark here. Let's just pass. Not having to play against Bowmasters again is really nice too. And I don't really care if my Ancestral gets reprieved. So I just don't feel like there's a reason to snap it off here. I will do it now though. Yoink. I was hoping for some zeros. If I found 0 of them. Because now I'm going to have to discard. Felia, sure. I just discard an island here, but... Alright. Not the most impressive hand still, even post-Ancestral. Hopefully we... I mean, I just get to go Trinket Mage for Gleemox here, I guess. Depends what this is. Steel Seraph. Alright, we're getting beaten down. I mean... If I just find balance, obviously that's just incredible. Wow, this is really sick though. It's going to get to flicker the Steel Seraph. It's going to come back as a 5/4. All right, good moves. I see you. Retrofitter. All right, let's go Trinket Mage. Definitely get Gleemox. Gleemox, and I could Retrofitter, but I'm not going to use it right now, so I think I'm just going to keep the mana up for Brainstorm instead. I also do technically threaten to make a 1/1 with Thopter Foundry and double block the Felia, but I think Mark A could just give it flying with Steel Seraph. B could also just, kind of deem that implausible. Portable Hole. Yeah, that's a good play. Everyone goes after my lands. If I make a 1/1, it just gets flickered, and then he can flicker the Portable Hole. Yeah, no, let's not do that. Let's Brainstorm. Okay, well, this hand is too fast. Felia into Steel Seraph with a couple backups, and my balance nowhere to be found. We're getting messed up here. Okay, getting smashed for 8. Getting to flicker Barrogoyf or something. Yeah, I go to 10. I guess I'm going to get to Occult Epiphany next turn. That part's kind of nice. I don't think... I could Jace bounce the Steel Seraph, but that doesn't seem like it does anything. And I know my top card is nonsense, so... It's an Ugin, which, there are situations where it could be good, but this is not one of them. Okay. Why did we play that one first? Oh, just as a thing to flicker. Makes sense. Ooh, flying on the Barrogoyf? Okay, this could lead to some goodness. Because he's going to attack with Felia. He's going to blink the Bob. If I make 3 tokens with Retrofitter, or with Occult Epiphany rather, then I could go Trinket Mage plus 2 tokens on Felia. Oh, flickering the Trinket Mage. Oh, is that lethal? Okay, well. This is going to be good. Unless he has reprieve here. That would be sick. So... Do you have one more, like a bolt or something? So Time Twister, Ugin. So I'm not getting bailed out by balance this next turn that I know of. I need to discard 3 types. Definitely Island. I would assume it's Ugin. And it has to not be Jace or Island. It can be any of the other ones. Is there any chance I want Time Twister? I mean, Retrofit or Foundry seems like it just doesn't do anything. So let's just discard that. Make 3 1/1s. I mean, I am going to get Trinket Mage back end of turn, which can pick something up. I think I just chumped them all. It's not like I'm going to get to block next turn. All right. And the Containment Priest. Sure. Oh, it stopped my Trinket Mage from coming back. You sly dog. I'm just going to Grim Monolith into Time Twister and hope to hit balance here. Did not hit that. And if I sack the Mox... No. All right, that was a sick draw from Mark. I will admit that. All right, down a game. Do I want True Name? Tidebinder looks like it's probably decent. It's pretty good against Felia. Zernor, Basalt Monolith, Bankbuster. No, none of those are sounding great. Teferi is a really good card. I don't think I want to cut any of these things, though. I think I like this. All right, well, I gotta get Mark back for that. I don't want to hear about this next time we play golf with friends. And this hand might do it. This hand is great. I mean, if I don't get discarded on turn 1, which I don't even think he has, I get to go land, bauble, ship the turn 2, Talisman, Ancestral. And given the circumstances, I don't even think I crack this bauble. Oh, rewarded for not cracking bauble because Time Twister is a reason not to. It's funny, Ancestral and a Time Twister you wouldn't think is like much of a combo, but it actually is fine because you Ancestral into more things to play and then you fire off a Twister. Or you Ancestral into enough gas that you don't need to cast Twister, but it's a good backup for if you do need it. You see? Oh, feeling good about this one. This deck is really fun. This is like one of the more fun decks I've ever drafted. This one I'm going to have to save for a Tournament of Champions. I will say that. And for those of you who don't know, that's every couple months or so, me and Mac battle basically a selection of our cube decks from the last couple months, the ones that we deem the best, and we play like usually 3 decks against each other. Last time he smoked me 3-0, so that sucked. But this one's looking good. And let's see if Mark has a sick 2-drop here or not. So it's a red-white land in his deck, I believe. Skyseer's Chariot. Ancestral. Yeah, you can Chariot. Oh, what a hand. So could name Talisman of Curiosity and it basically turns that off. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so Island. Okay, let's brainstorm. We really don't need a Time Twister right here. Balance isn't terrible. Let's just put back these 2 lands. Play Gleemox. Spellseeker, I think. Let's give myself a nice little shuffle Reno. And I can hit No More Lies or Path. I think I just take No More Lies. It's not the most exciting card to have face up, but I don't really want to path this early. And I've got balance, so creatures are a little bit less of a concern. Though Spellseeker kind of messes up balance a little bit. Okay, you can play a creature and smash me for 3. I mean, the Chariot was a pretty good play. This card has been good in cube. Like, his 2-drop basically ate my Talisman. Okay, Felia, Crew, smash. Okay, I'll take my turn. What is this? Embereth Shieldbreaker? Yeah. That's fair, that's fair. Island. Attack. Think about it. No attack. Pass. And this is why I didn't mind getting the No More Lies. It looks like I have No More Lies up, which I do. But I also have an Occult Epiphany as a way to spend my mana. So, you know, there's a chance here. Mark attacks with the Chariot that I just... Is this Embereth Shieldbreaker? Yeah, that's acceptable. Not No More Liesing that. That I can make 3 Epiphany tokens. I have land, instant, sorcery already. And obviously that doesn't count cards I draw. Let's see. Felia, and what are you flickering? Okay, Occult Epiphany for 3. I can discard Flooded Strand because at this point the shuffle doesn't really matter. What am I doing? I'm making 3 tokens. I kind of want to just quad block Felia to kill it. I guess I could discard Thopter Foundry. I don't really want to discard No More Lies. Or Time Twister or Trinket Mage. Yeah, I'll discard Balance then. That's fine because I'm probably going to Twister in a second here. And block, 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 block. Felia down. Killing Felia in combat is a pretty challenging thing. And then next turn I can go like Trinket Mage, get a Mox Opal this time. And pass the turn. I really hope he doesn't have a 2-drop. I hope it's not a good one. Dark Confidence, okay. Just see what we draw here. Now, maybe I wish I'd kept the Balance. I guess I can't use Talisman still, so let's just play Trinket Mage. Oh, I could also get Opal or Retrofitter. I guess I could just get, or sorry, Ballista or Retrofitter. I could just get Ballista. It's 3 cards. I do want to cast Time Twister at some point here. I kind of want to just get Opal and Twister. So I think I'm just going to get Opal, play it, pass the turn. 13. Maybe I should have discarded a Plains instead of the Thopter Foundry. I'm not really sure. Or instead of the Balance. Not that Balance would do anything right here, but he's getting a bunch of creatures in play. I don't know. It's close. If he plays a 2-drop, I might just No More Lies it. Just to tap him out before I cast Time Twister. Depends what it is, I guess. Here is a 2-drop. It could let him resolve a 3-drop, I guess, is the main concern. So it will depend on what it is. Containment Priest. Okay, so that's to crew the Chariot. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's acceptable. And I think I just take 3 here. Well, I'm going to block the Shieldbreaker. The Spellseeker for sure. Go to 10. Okay, No More Lies this. He's just playing a card into it because, oh, Sage of the Skies, look at you. All right, well, I get to exile the original. Still gets a 2-2, or 2-3 rather. All right, that was pretty good. Sage of the Skies is a nice card. Let's draw. Oh, I drew Ballista anyway? I mean, I could just make... I wonder if I just make a Ballista here. It's a 3-3. Ping Dark Confidant. I could kill the Containment Priest. Seems unnecessary. Let's just pass. And let's see. So I can block Skyseer's Chariot with the token and finish it off with Ballista. Seems like kind of the play. See what this is. Anointed Peacekeeper. Huh. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I guess I can just kill Containment Priest. No, I'm going to let it happen. And the reason is I want to force him to name the Ballista, because if I Ballista the Containment Priest down, it's trading Ballista for Containment Priest, which is a 2/2 for a 2/2. It's not like the text on Containment Priest is doing a whole lot here. And making him and letting him unnamed Time Twister to cost 5 mana or something else, a Retrofitter Foundry or Thopter Foundry. Now he has kind of priced into naming Walking Ballista. In fact, did. Okay. I guess here, I think I block. The reason is, if I don't block here and then next turn he's got a removal spell, I just lose. It's a little worse with Planeswalkers. All right, please no more plays. Ugh. Well, that's a little less good because I'm going to twist, but still. Yeah, Mark's battling Ancestral, and he still is just sitting there trucking. All right, let's draw. Okay, I think I can play an island. I lost a game because I played my land when I shouldn't have before, and no, paranoid. All right, Time Twister. Let's go. Let's get some action here. Okay. I would consider this action. Gleemox, Grim Monolith, Narset. I could Narset and can I Narset Thopter Foundry, Narset Balance. Now I don't have quite enough colorless to do all of it. I could just Thopter Foundry Balance though. Then he loses Stoneforge, Containment Priest, but also 4 cards in hand. Oh, then I lose 2 land? 2 land's not so bad. I could also Thopter Foundry, wait a little bit longer. Let's see. So if I Thopter Foundry Balance, he loses 4 cards in hand. That's probably pretty good. All right, let's go Thopter Foundry. Because I also then have Thopter Foundry that I can use to keep myself alive, and then I cast Balance here. Funnily enough, playing a land before Twistering worked out a little less well because of this, but I still think it was right at that time. Okay, choose 5 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I just need the 1 plains. And he's going to keep Sage of the Skies and Anointed Peacekeeper is my guess. And discarded 4 lands. All right, well. A little less good than I was hoping, but still pretty good. And does sack the Stoneforge. Okay, pass the turn. I'm likely going to want to sack Bauble at some point here, but also now that I have Thopter Foundry in play, maybe he'll find a way to kill it. He's got some decent removal. Embrace Shieldbreaker's back in the deck, yeah. But if I find Sword of the Meek, that's obviously great. Oh, looks like Thopter Foundry is getting blown up immediately. Okay. Well, I think what I'm going to do here is sack Thopter Foundry, Grim Monolith, and Talisman, if this is the case. And then I have a pretty good squad for blocks. Julie. That dog. I mean, if you want to see the dog going nuts, she's back there going nuts as always. Julie, come on. All right, what you doing here? Embrace Shieldbreaker, the Ballista. Pay 1, sack Ballista. This doesn't resolve. Shieldbreaker gone. I've got 2 floating, so he's probably going to move to combat, but might as well let him. If he has a creature he really wants to play, he could play it now. Didn't kill my Thopter Foundry, killed my Ballista. Huh. All right. That's fair. People hate killing Thopter Foundry when Sword isn't in play, but it actually does kind of do some stuff. Next turn I'll have 5, 7 mana. Though, we'll see how this goes. I may not be able to sack the bauble. All right. Accruing Chariot, and I guess probably going to combat. And the reason I mentioned I might not want to sack bauble is my Mox Opal needs Metalcraft. All right, I'll sack the Monolith. And sack the Talisman. Okay. Go for it. I'll probably triple block Sage of the Skies here. If she's got a removal spell, then so be it. All right. This has been a cool game. My much more powerful cards and drawing much more has not actually led me to a massive advantage, though I think I'm ahead now after all this has kind of resolved. We'll see. I mean, Mark's got 2 cards left in hand. This is a good one. Mind Twist me for 3? Okay, yeah, that's a good one. It hits my Narset. All right. So it's, now I no longer think I'm ahead. What's your last card in hand? It's a Palace Jailer? All right, well, I get to see 2 cards here. Okay, those are some cards. Let's cast Ugin. And let's exile the Chariot, I think, because it's got flying. Oh, Ugin, what a card. The champ is here. All right, gain 3 life and draw a card. Oh, now it's a path. Yeah, now we just passed the turn here. I don't see how you can... Ugin is just not a beatable card. Look at this thing. 9 loyalty. It ate their best permanent as soon as it got cast. He just gained 3 life and drew a card. Portable Hole. All right, there goes my Thopter Foundry, I guess. Palace Jailer to Thopter token. And battle when you got no outs here. Okay. Yeah. I mean, Mark's got the Monarch. I don't even have to block with Trinket Mage. Ugin has 9 loyalty. Sure. Just can take 3. Whatever. Let's draw. Just draw with Ugin. Occult Epiphany 2. Let's brainstorm first. Okay. Oh, perfect. Wait. I can't cast. All right. I guess I'll just put Path back then, because I want to be able to go Sword of the Meek. Yeah. Trigger Ugin. I mean, I could just exile the Portable Hole, actually. I don't even need to hit the Peacekeeper. All right. That has convinced Mark not to play anymore. Whew, what a battle. Do I want Loran? It kills the Chariot and Portable Hole in a Mox? That's probably enough. Oh, and Steel Seraph? Yeah, I should have just had that in. What do I want to cut, though? On the draw, I could cut a land. He does have ways to blow up artifacts, Portable Hole, and Shieldbreaker, and he has Strip Mine, so I kind of don't want to do that. Maybe I cut Talisman. It's vulnerable to those same artifact removal spells and the Chariot, so yeah, I think I like this. Okay, game 3. I can just mulligan this hand. Too slow and bad. Do I go to 5 here? No, I don't think so. I'll put back Feywild Care. Actually, put back Narset. And I need to draw a blue. But if I do, then we got moves. Uh-oh. Turn 1 Bob. Or no. I just don't think I'm supposed to go to 5. It'd be a tragedy if I went 2-1 with this deck. Not really a tragedy. 3-0ing is tough. But, oh, there we go. Nice. All right, pass the turn. Do you have end of turn Felia here? All right, getting aggro. At least it wasn't off a Mox. So, Oh, wow. And Strip Mine, but we're going to go Sky Seer's Chariot of Thalia. Well, let's brainstorm first. What is this hand, Mark? What are you doing to me here? Okay. So, this is a sick hand. Strip Mine, Thalia, Felia. Starting on turn 1. I guess let's go land Gleemox. Pass the turn. I'm going to get Strip Mined. I can still play Loran next turn, but that's not really going to do that much. I really need Mark to play like Mox Ruby. Every other card, like Sky Seer's Chariot or Portable Hole, stops me from using Gleemox. I guess I can hope he doesn't have lands in hand, and then the Strip Mine is costing him. Unfortunately, I know I'm drawing a land. Play Mox. So, a 1-drop? Oh my god. Well, good beats. Mark really got me this match, I feel like. I mean, if my top card's balanced after this card, I know I'm drawing a plains here. I mean, I'll play Loran. Okay, what did I side out for Loran again? Oh, Talisman. Yeah, Talisman wouldn't have done much. I guess I would have cast it this turn and I could cast Feywild next turn. Talisman would have been decent then. She's going to bounce the Loran. She doesn't have lands. Okay, so if this turn I draw... No, Grim Monolith doesn't even do it. I kind of need to draw Balance or Path to Exile. Either of those can... Or just maybe Urza. Something I can play. Okay. Balance, 5, so I'm not dead. Playing the Loran worked out way worse for me than not playing the Loran, unfortunately. It has each draw. Balance. There's no point in leaving this untapped, I think. Because he's going to keep Felia, I assume. Yeah, losing a land to Balance was pretty rough. Play land. Pass the turn. Okay, no land, no plays. Well, okay. What is this? Glimmerlands? Oh man, now I can Felia the Glimmerlands. Oh, the hits don't stop. Okay, well... We're going to have to settle for a 2-1. That is acceptable. And I go to 1 here. Now, if I draw Balance as my top card. Another land. All right, good beats. I mean, go to 3. Is there anything I can do to save me? Grim Monolith. The problem is the Felia also, because I could go Monolith Feywild. I'd have 2 blockers. But then, well, it wouldn't even work with Felia. All right. 2-1. I mean, this deck was awesome. I think my team is crushing, though. So let me just check how we're doing. Oh, we were crushing. We're up 5-4 now. 5-5. We started 5. We started up 4-1. Now we're 5-5. So, all right. Well, so on my teammates then, I couldn't have done much. I don't think in any of those games that I lost. He just came out swinging hard and fast. But double Mox. One. I mean, even Opal's good enough. Ancestral, Balance. Like the Twister was really nice. Thopter, Sword, Urza. Yeah, this deck was a beaut. And Ugin just massively overperformed, as it does. So, that'll do it for today. Hope you enjoyed this pretty nice blue-white control deck. This is very different than a lot of the artifacts decks I played. I mean, this was mostly an Urza, Jace, Narset, like Caretaker, Ugin, Planeswalker deck. And it had the artifacts that were all cheap as ways to basically make Urza and Mox Opal work, and Sword of the Meek and Thopter Foundry with Path, Ancestral, Brainstorm, Balance, No More Lies. Just really good interaction. So really fun deck. It worked out really nicely, and can't wait to draft again tomorrow. Draft is great. What can I say? All right, I'll be back then. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.